Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have something to share with you, and that would be my experience from when my husband and I went to Catalina Island a few years ago. Now this trip had a bigger purpose than just a day out on the beach. This was actually one of the many places that young Norma Jeane, Marilyn Monroe, had lived. So to backtrack a little bit, Norma Jeane was married on June 19th, 1942, just 18 days after her 16th birthday. Her first husband was a nice young man named James Doherty, Jimmy for short. Jimmy was 21 years old at the time, and they married so that she wouldn't have to return to the orphanage. Now that's a bit of a long story, spanning from when she was young to about the time she got married, but if you guys would like to know more about it, definitely let me know in the comment section below and I can do that for you. Anyways, when Jimmy entered the service during World War II, they were stationed at Catalina Island so Jimmy could start his basic training with the Merchant Marines. It's here that young Norma Jeane had time to think and really contemplate her future. Now, Jimmy also wrote a great deal about his time with Marilyn on the island, and that is in this book. It is To Norma Jeane with Love, Jimmy. I also wanted to do a review on this book. He goes into a lot of detail about his life with young Norma Jeane, so if you guys would like that, let me know. But I think it's a real interesting read. So it just happens that my grandma and I share a June 1st birthday with Marilyn Monroe. Always been so excited about that. And since the Catalina Island Express Ferry had a deal at the time for going on your actual birthday, I figured, what better time to go? So early that morning, we arrived in Long Beach to board the ferry, and we got our tickets and waited, and of course I had to have breakfast first from their cafe, and I had to make some local little birdies happy with some crumbs. Then we boarded the ferry. It took about an hour or so to reach the harbor, and I loved the look of this little town. It was small and quaint, and since it was still early, there wasn't too many people around, and even most of the stores weren't even open yet. We took the opportunity to find the spots that Norma Jeane had been pictured at, and I found a few, and it seems that not much has actually changed since the 1940s. I tried my best to get the locations correct, and I just think she's so adorable in these photos and photogenic as always. Next, I wanted to find the house that she and Jimmy had shared while they lived on the island from 1943 to 1944. The home generally believed to have been theirs is here at 310 Metropole Avenue, just a short distance from the main street by the ocean front. It's a cute little beach-style bungalow that would have made a charming home for newlyweds. So me trying not to be weird, I walked by the home for a moment and got a couple pictures, and with some backward glances continued back down the street for some lunch. So I'm sure that the residents are kind of used to Marilyn Monroe fans stopping by for pictures here and there, but of course it's somebody's home, so always best to be respectful of that. The island also has a museum with a section dedicated to Marilyn and her time spent on the island. Unfortunately, I didn't go inside. I already knew most of the backstory of her time there, but it's great for people who may not know the story or that she even lived there. So the rest of the day we spent walking around, and for a while we played miniature golf, and then we got some dessert, and in the afternoon we headed back towards the docks to sail home. Overall, I could kind of feel Norma Jeane's anxiety about wanting more in life, wanting more than just being at that oceanside town, and even back in the 1940s there must have been far less to do than there is today. We didn't pack for swimming or snorkeling or hiking or any of those things, so at the end of the day I kind of felt restless, and I'm sure she probably felt that way very often, being there a whole year with kind of nothing to do but to go swimming or maybe take some photos, things like that. I could just imagine her watching over the water, just knowing that Hollywood was so close and yet so far away. Her life was destined for the spotlight, and I think it's there that she realized just how much she craved more than what Jimmy could give her or from being a housewife in that time era. So what do you guys think about Catalina Island? Have you been there? And if you have, what do you think about it? And also if you plan on going there, especially knowing Norma Jeane lived there. Let me know in the comment sections below. So thank you everyone for watching Lady in the Library, where we explore history one page at a time. If you enjoyed this content and would like to see more in the future, please hit that like and subscribe button, and also the notification bell to be alerted when the next video is posted. Until next time guys, take care, bye!